everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome to the channel. It's time to talk about some brand new Star Wars comics. In this case, we have a single issue coming to us from Marvel. This is a big one. This is going to close out the High Republic comics. This one is the High Republic Fear of the Jedi 1, Chapter 1, Planet of Fear, written by Cavan Scott with artwork by Marika Cresta. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel for the latest on Star Wars and more. So getting into it, this one is first and foremost about Keeve Trennis and Lourna Dee, the main characters, I would argue, about the last run of the High Republic. So this takes place after Tales from the Occlusion Zone, or Dispatches from the Occlusion Zone, as well as after the audio drama Tempest Breaker. There's a lot of moving pieces in this one, a lot of great callbacks for those like myself that have read and consumed every bit of the High Republic. You're going to see characters popping up from all sorts of things, even the Acolyte. So there you go. So getting into it, we're going to start off with Keeve Trennis' storyline. Start things off, characters in need. The Occlusion Zone, you got the Nihil all back there, and she's patrolling the Occlusion Zone area, and people are getting attacked. She's saving them with her buddy Skier, her old master Skier. So I love how this comic starts. I love how there's that banter between Keeve and Skier, and Keeve is just kind of disillusioned by the Jedi, even though she has been promoted to the Marshal of the forces of the Republic here in this Occlusion Zone. It is interesting to see her still trying to be modest. And it is worth noting that I love how in the beginning of this kind of synopsis of what this is going to be, there are 4 different fronts that the Republic is fighting. First of all, you have the one on Iriadu that's explained in the High Republic Adventure comics. You also have the Occlusion Zone border, where the Republic is holding off against the Nihil. But you have, of course, the Blight, which is this kind of cursed thing that happening all over the galaxy, taking over land, destroying it. Plus, you have Marchion Ro in the Nameless. So you got all these different things. The Republic has to be able to defend and deal with these things. So Keeve Trennis is sort of in that Occlusion Zone border. That's what this storyline's going to be working towards. Later on in the issue, she does get some help. She's with the resistance, or with the coalition forces there, and there's this character named Master Sababa that is going to be part of her team, and she sort of freaks out because this character comes to us from Saber for Hire miniseries over at Dark Horse. That is Ty York's previous master. The guy with the 6 eyes, yes, he was taken and worked on by Baron Bullen, was turned into a child of the storm, which are these people injected with nameless blood. So he has been reformed, and Stellan Gios, or not Stellan Gios, Elzar Mann has been rehabilitating him, and Keeve Trennis is not having it, saying, why is this guy, he's not stable, he could still be a bad guy, why is he working with us? So we have that going on. But then we also have this really cool storyline going on a planet none other than Naboo. We are back at Theed. We are back at the palace. All this stuff happening. We have Lourna Dee, who has been in charge of her own bounty organization at the tail end of the audio drama. We figure that out. And she is there with Quinn, her love interest. And it's just interesting to see how she goes from princess to working with Marchion Ro as a Nihil. Now she's just a bounty hunter leader. They're trying to track down Hatar, which is one of the underlings, the children of the storm of Bullen, Baron Bullen. So they're trying to find her on this planet. That's when they get beset upon by Nihil. They are saved by Kelnacca. I can't believe it. They're actually saved by Kelnacca and Yarzian Vel. And Yarzian Vel was a character that was introduced in Cavan Scott's one-shot of Kelnacca the Acolyte. So that was really cool how we got this character to come back in with this story. And they make a deal. You have Tayserek. His saber fist has been crushed in the Dispatches from the Occlusion Zone. See, this is what I mean, guys. There's all these endnotes all over this book because there's so many elements of everything Cavan Scott has done is being put in this book. We even have Orbelin talking to Keeve Trennis at one point. But I digress, because this story has these characters on Naboo. You have the bounty hunters like Quinn and Lourna and Tayserek that are trying to get Hatar. But then you also have Kelnacca, who's trying to liberate all of Naboo. And the Nihil think they've gotten rid of all the Jedi. Little do they know that Kelnacca, a mighty Wookiee, is there. So now they are working together. They go into the palace trying to find something. They sense this big, big fear of doubt and whatnot. And even Lourna Dee feels it, which is very interesting because only Jedi usually feel the fear like that. And at one point, you see a character that had the love interest of Tay Sarek. That was awesome seeing that character from Phase Two of the High Republic. Very interesting stuff there. The character in the shadows name is Vildor Mac. I don't know why I couldn't remember the main character from Phase 2 of the High Republic, but I guess that goes to show you there are a lot of characters in the High Republic. But yeah, everybody is basically, and you see this mysterious character that looks like Lourna about to attack her. So there's something going on. I don't know if it's the Blight or what exactly is happening, but this issue really does some heavy lifting, some great splash pages, high production work in this, getting all these characters to come back into the fray from different series, not even just Marvel, from all over the spectrum of the High Republic. It's just absolutely awesome. But there you go. Those were my thoughts on the High Republic Fear the Jedi issue #1. Let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll talk about this in the future. So there you go. Let me know in this video what you thought about this one. Let me know and have a good one. May the Force be with you always. See you later, guys.